Kellyanne Conway, Trump's campaign manager, was speaking about whether or not women should be allowed to fight on the front lines in the military back in 2013. Well, that video has actually reemerged in the press because of the Democratic coalition against Trump. They found that she said something kind of controversial during that interview on PBS. So understand that the context of what you're about to see is a discussion regarding whether or not women are physically strong enough to fight on the front lines. Conway did not believe so, and then she said this.
If you're suggesting that physical fitness experts say it's different, I'll accept that, Bonnie, except to say that we should not have the girls' version and the boys' version of that physical fitness test. I want the best prepared military, regardless of gender. But I'll tell you, if physical fitness, if we were physiologically, not mentally, emotionally, professionally equal to men, if we were physiologically as strong as men, rape would not exist. You would be able to defend yourself and fight him off.
Yeah. Except for when he approaches you with a gun or a weapon, or if you were slipped a roofie, or if you are unconscious. I mean, but rape wouldn't exist because rape only happens when you're like brawling and fighting with one another.
And that's why there are no men-on-men rape, because they're physiologically the same.
Yeah.
That's why in prison there's no rape at all.
None.
Oh, wait a minute. There's a ton of rape in prison. And in fact, according to one story we did, more men are raped in the country than women on prison rape alone. That doesn't seem to it doesn't help your argument very much. Now, at the same time, I'll do a strange defense of her. Like, I don't know why she brought rape into this discussion. She didn't need to, and it was kind of a weird thing to bring in. Otherwise, I agree with her. There shouldn't be two different tests for women and men.
I agree with her on that as well, yeah.
Right? And I don't think she meant like women had it coming. Like some of the stories seem to almost say that she's victim blaming. I don't think she's victim blaming. I just think she used a really stupid example. Do you see what I'm saying?
Fair enough, fair enough. However, I think that whether she intended to or not, she is sending this really damaging message along with, Trump's son and people who work on his campaign that make it seem like it's always the woman's fault when she gets raped, right? So for instance, in the case of Roger Ailes sexually harassing or sexually assaulting people who worked for him, you had his son go in the media and talk about how, well, like a mentally strong woman wouldn't allow for that to happen, right? So the fact that these women were taken advantage of was not really Roger Ailes' fault. It was their fault because they allowed him to sexually harass them.
How does a rational human being not pause for a second and go, well, maybe also a little his fault? We're actually doing the harassing.
So in this case, even if she unwittingly did it, it sends this message that if women were just stronger, then they wouldn't get raped, right? That's the message it sends. Like, whether or not she intended to send that message, I don't know, and I'm leaning in your direction. I don't think she meant it that way. But that's why it's important to, think before you speak about sensitive topics, especially rape.
Yeah, I'd be really surprised if she intended it. But at the same time, someone on the Trump campaign speaking before they think, that's kind of why she got hired. Right? Yeah. That's their MO. That's all they ever do. So I don't think we should be overly surprised by that.
What a disaster. Like, Trump people just need to stop talking about sexual harassment, sexual assault, and rape. Just don't talk about it anymore.
Republicans should never use the word rape ever again. All it's ever done is gotten them in trouble. When's the last time a Republican said the word rape in a sentence and it helped them? The answer, never.
Yeah. All right, moving on.